Welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbar. Now, the Accra Sports Stadium will host a historic encounter tomorrow night as fierce rivals Accra Heart of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko square off in the inaugural Democracy Cup slated for 6 p.m. tomorrow. Now, this highly anticipated event is part of the celebrations marking the 30th anniversary of Ghana's Parliament. Both clubs coming off disappointing seasons are eager to claim the new Democracy Cup trophy and bring some joy to their fans. My colleague Lawrence Bedu was at the press conference that was held ahead of the game tomorrow and now reports.
The game will be an opportunity for both Hearts of Oak and Asante Kotoko to close the chapter on their season with a trophy. The Cup is an initiative by the Parliament of Ghana to celebrate 30 years of parliamentary democracy. Kotoko are already in Accra for the third meeting between the two sides, following their meetings in the 2023-24 Ghana Premier League season. Speaking at the press conference ahead of the game, Hearts head coach Abubakar Ouattara and defender Kelvin Osei-Sibe are confident of the team's chances against the Porcupine Warriors.
We have the team. Hearts of Oak have a team. The players, we have the young players, we have the new players. If they are playing the first time in the Premier League, we bring it. We're starting, we are the first step, we are going to the second step. Manchester City, Guardiola makes 7 years before he won one cup in Europe. C'est open tema, we're elite. What do you say? I have confidence with our boys. No problem for that. It's not. Tomorrow is tomorrow.
When you talk about House of Folk, it's about the supporters. Supporters in the House of Folk and House of Folk. Since we know Kotoko House of Folk back to back. And me, I share your fans now, and when you and the South and the Rekan Wamakuru away, I show.
Kotoko have parted ways with 21 players since the end of the 2023-24 Premier League campaign. Some of them were key to the Kumasi Bay side's back-to-back wins over Hearts of Oak. However, assistant coach David Uklu and goalkeeper Frederick Asari believe the new signings, coupled with the old faces available, will get the job done on Wednesday.
Yes, I can assure you that they are equally good, if not better, and they have character. You're going to see a different Kumasi Asante Kotoko tomorrow.
What I can say is that what is past, and it's a new era. Players are out, new players are in, and as the coach said, we've trained very well. What has happened is something of the past, and tomorrow the narrative is going to change. Yes. From tomorrow, the narrative about Hearts winning the cup is going to change. Because we believe in the technical team, we believe in ourselves, and we have the able supporters who are also going into this game. I can assure you that it's a big win.
Before the game between Hearts of Oak and Kotoko, there will be a curtain raiser involving the parliamentary select side against former Black Stars players. The winner of the game between Kotoko and Hearts will get the opportunity to face MLS side DC United.
Former Asante Kotoko CEO Samuel Opokunte has urged fans of both clubs to turn up at the stadium to support the respective clubs tomorrow. He is however confident that Asante Kotoko will upset Hearts of Oak in the inaugural Democracy Cup.
I believe this match is a timing for them to test their new players coming, and it will be good if their supporters come in numbers to cheer them up. I'm urging Kotoko supporters to come in numbers because I believe Kotoko is going to bury Hearts triple, which is this year. We have them
back to back already,
and we are waiting for this. And after that, we will come from Kumasi to Accra to get the visas and also travel to
the US and leave them here. I want the embassy is in Accra. You want to come from Kumasi to go acquire their visas and leave them.
So I also urging us supporters to come and see their new signs because they are in Accra and they are not watching their training over there. They will hear in the news, but seeing is believing. So they should come in numbers and color the stadium red so that you overcome Hasselhoff.
Game will take place at the Accra Sports Stadium tomorrow. You can make time. Now, we are 9 days away from the start of the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. Now, Team Ghana have been preparing for the competition at their base in the city of Strasbourg in France. The team for the Games include 8 athletes, featuring the 4x100 meters relay team in track and field, Giselle Mensah and Harry Stacey in swimming, and Rose Yeboah in the high jump. Now, Benjamin Willie Graham is the media officer of the team, and he joins me via Zoom from the team's camp or in France for the latest as far as the team's preparations are concerned. And Benjamin, if you can hear me, thank you very much for joining us on Prime Sports tonight. First of all, what is the mood in camp like at the moment ahead of the Games?
Good evening, and I would tell you that the mood is electrifying. Unfortunately, you cannot hear me. The guys are playing what we call the table football, just trying to wind themselves down. Today, they had a very, very extensive training at the Strasbourg Athletic Oval. And so I would say that they are currently calm. They are not under any pressure at all in terms of what they need to do when they move to the Games Village on Sunday. So everything is fine here.
Ben, let's get into the details, though. Help us know more clearly the event that Ghana will be participating in the Games.
So we've got two swimmers there, Harry Stacey and that of Giselle. So that is settled when it comes to the swimming competition, the 50 meters freestyle there from Harry Stacey, and same as the Giselle. Now, if you take a look at the 4x100 meters, obviously we qualified to great performance in Bahamas. Now we're going to have Abdul Rashid Samimu, who's going to do the 100 meters. He's going to do the same together with Benjamin Azamati. And so we also have Rose Yeboah doing the high jump for Ghana. So this are the event Ghana is going to be competing at the Olympic Games this year.
What about, in terms of medals? Do you think?
Well, when it comes to, you're talking about medals, obviously, it will be down to the individual performances of the athletes. Of course, if you take a look at the World Athletics and look at the rankings of every athlete there, the timing of those athletes in terms of their individual performance should be able to tell us exactly what we should expect. But I always tell people that when it comes to the Olympic Games, because it's an individual sport, a lot of things come to play. Psychologically, you need to be in your A game before you compete. Nutritionally, you must be in good form. And even the weather condition there at the Games Village can also play a part in terms of how you perform or how you get ready for competition. So for that, there's a lot that works out for athletes or that doesn't work out for athletes. So speaking to the flag bearer, John Paul, he makes it clear, Joseph Paul makes it clear that, listen, we don't want to put ourselves under any pressure. We're just going into the competition to enjoy. And of course, we also understand we need to, perform. So there's nothing that is stopping them from performing. But then they're not going to set unrealistic targets for themselves, but they're going to take, the entire process one day at a time. And then when they get there, they believe that they can do it. That is an assurance they give to themselves that they believe that they can do it. But it's just a matter of not really setting an unrealistic target for themselves. But they have it at the back of their mind that they need to perform and need to be in their A game at the competition.
Ben, there's been concerns raised about some of the bonuses that have been owed, some of the athletes in camp, and we did hear some anonymous reports that some of them are, imploring on government to try and honor those, unpaid bonuses. Have you received any communication from government with respect to those issues?
Two things I want to say here. One, the team in Strasbourg has not made any demand for any bonus or allowance through to their captain, the CDM, or the president of the Ghana Olympic Committee. There has never been any communication to that effect. Now, issues about their per diem, since we started the pre-games straight to the games village, that has been settled. And obviously, government is going to take care of that. Now, the story that came out was actually referring to bonuses or allowances from the Africa Games, the Douala competition, and of course, Bahamas. It has nothing whatsoever to do with the Paris Olympic Games. So when that report came, obviously, it kind of like surprised a lot of people, especially with the athletes. But then that report had nothing whatsoever to do with the team here. It had everything to do with what has happened in the past in terms of, like I said, the African Games, the Bahamas, and whatever. But for the team's per diem, it's been agreed upon on how much to be paid to the team. And starting from the arrival here in Strasbourg to the leave Paris, that has been settled. And the athletes are aware. Now, regarding other things in terms of rewards, when they win medals or otherwise, that obviously is another discussion whatsoever. That will be done by the Ministry of Youth and Sport to the athletes as soon as we arrive at the Games Village on Sunday. So that discussion is also something that will be happening. But as long as I'm here with the team, their per diem has been settled. The ministry is handling that. We all know how much is going to be paid to whoever at whatever time since we arrive here to leave Paris. That is settled. But so nobody has really complained about any bonuses or so since we've been in Paris. Never been any discussion like that.
Just two final questions, though. You mentioned you're going to be at the Games Village on Sunday. What's the itinerary like between now to Sunday?
Yeah, so we are still preparing. Our arrival here was basically to acclimatize with the weather condition. I have to also be honest with you, at 100 meters away from us, the Panama Olympic team is also here, also preparing for the Olympic Games. And so all of us are just quietly hiding here in Strasbourg, trying to prepare for the games. We've had our indoor. We are currently at the place called the Center for Resource Expertise in Sports Performance, known as CREPS. And so they got the indoor facility for athletics. We also have about maybe 20 minutes away from us. We have the swimming pool for the swimmers. So while the athletes are at the indoor facility, the swimming team is also out there in the swimming pool. And then we also have the outdoor athletics over where the athletes have been training and fine-tuning the 4x100 meters, baton change and stuff like that with the coach, Professor Andrew Usu. So tomorrow we're going to have indoor training. The swimmers are going to go back. I think they have a gym session, and then they go straight to the pool again. So that's basically going to be our itinerary. And then we've also had the visitation of the Ghanaian community here in Strasbourg this afternoon. They came in to support the athletes and provided the Ghanaian jollof delicacy for the athletes to enjoy. So we have that, and by the time we leave on Sunday, all the athletes will have to fine-tune, especially with the 4x1 team. They have a lot of special schedule they're going with. It's the same as Rosie Abua. She's also doing her own training with support from a coach in the US and that of the Ghanaian coaches as well. So everything is fine here. The team is just moving according to their own training schedule.
Ben, just finally though, how is the city, even France at large, getting ready for the games? The citizens themselves, how much is the excitement, from where you are ahead of the games? Just some 9 days to go.
Well, 9 days to go, and I have to be honest with you that we are told that the Olympic Games set a new record with 8.6 million tickets sold so far.
Wow.
And yeah, we're told that this reflects the interest and expectations of fans for the biggest sporting event here. And IOC is saying that the achievement smashed. In fact, this actually whitewashed the previous record of the 1996 Atlanta Olympics with 8.3 million tickets. So it tells you the interest people have when it comes to the Paris Olympic Games. And so with this record number of tickets sold alone, it tells you that the city is ready for the Olympic Games. And whoever is going to come to Paris is expected to enjoy. On the 9th of August, there's going to be that Ghanaian community, activity, like festival sort of. And we are told that Sarkodie can promise, and all the Ghanaian artists will be here on the 9th of August to perform at that festival, which is known as the African Village Soto for the team. So I'm told that it's going to be on the 10th of August, rather, where the Ghanaian artists will be here. So whilst it's the Olympic Games, there's also the African flavor and the Ghanaian flavor attached to it. So I'm not too surprised that we have about 8.6 million tickets sold so far for the Olympic Games.
Benjamin, thank you very much, and we wish you and the team the very best ahead of the games. That's Kylian Mbappe. Well, news coming in from England is that Gary Southgate has resigned as head coach of England national team. Well, the FA says they are now drawing up plans to find a successor to the former English manager as soon as possible. That's all we got for you. I'm Prime Sports tonight with me, Razak Musbah. Thank you so much for your company, and do stay tuned to join us, because coming up is PM Express.